Hey y'all, I'm Captain E, sitting in this week for Andrew Upshaw. It's my pleasure to have y'all coming down to the Grand Strand to join me on some nearshore live bottom targeting spadefish, an incredible fish that are great fights, great table fare, and is a blast. Whether you're a child, older, it doesn't matter. It is some of the most exciting action you can get on a boat, and especially in the summertime here in the Grand Strand, where we want to get you out and help you enjoy things here. Y'all stay right there, get your notebooks out, don't go anywhere. Let's Fish TV is on the air now. Oh my gosh.
Check that out.
It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southeast region every week.
Cobia and a monster. Look at that.
That's a Tawakoni giant.
This is Let's Fish.
All right, folks, it's my pleasure to be back sitting in for Andrew this week on Let's Fish TV. I am Captain E, your Carolinas reporter, and once again, I brought you back down to our beautiful area here in South Carolina. We are going to be fishing right off of Myrtle Beach. Visit Myrtle Beach and Crazy Sister Marine are excited to welcome you to town. Come down and enjoy what we do here on the Grand Strand. But today, we're heading out to a live bottom. We're going to be targeting spadefish, an incredible time to get out, bring the family with you. This is one of the most incredible fisheries to get out and enjoy. It involves so many different things. Right now, I am cruising around and I'm going to be grabbing some jelly balls as we make our way out. That's the cannonball jellyfish. They're not poisonous. They will sting if you've got a cut, but they're not like those hot jellies, box jellies, and things of that nature. You're safe to grab them, put them in buckets, and I'm going to show you today exactly how to rig them up. And while we're out on the water today, our Let's Fish Inside reporters are going to bring you all the reports from your home waters. Freshwater, saltwater, it doesn't matter. We'll have it all covered in today's episode. Next time I join you, I'm going to be on the nearshore reefs here just off of Myrtle Beach with some great action with spadefish. But for now, let's go back to the studio with your weekend planner.
Hi everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. These Salooner tables are predicting good game fish activity both days this weekend. Look for peak game fish activity to begin around midday at 10:58 on Saturday and 12:02 Sunday. The best nighttime action will begin at 11:37 on Saturday and midnight on Sunday. Depending on your area, expect the sun to rise around 6:25 and set around 8:41. This weekend will display a full moon. Make sure to stick around. We've got fishing reports from across the area on the way. Plus, MLF angler Jared Lintner will be here when we return to answer this week's Ask the Pro questions.
All right, folks, now we're out here. We've gotten set up, and you know, we caught our jelly balls. We were really lucky this morning coming out and found them everywhere outside the inlet, and typically it happens that way. In May and June, you'll find them really thick. In July, they start to disperse a little bit and they move offshore. But right now, we loaded up with them. We got a bucket full. And let me show you exactly what I'm gonna do. You know, I keep a clothes hanger on the boat for this. And what we do is just take your wire clothes hanger here and we unravel it. Let's see what we got here. Unravel it like so. And then we'll try to straighten it out a little bit. And then the key is with these spadefish, you know, obviously they love jellyfish. Now they eat all jellies. They eat the hot jellies, fire jellies, all of it. But these cannonball jellies that we're using today are not poisonous. They will not sting you. I'm touching all the tentacles there. Don't have to be worried about it. What you do have to worry about is if you've got an open cut, an open wound or anything. It does have a little bit of a sting that can happen if it gets on you. Now what I'm gonna do starting out is the more the merrier, I feel like, when it comes to these. So we're gonna put probably 3 or 4 on here to start out. And I try to go through the big chunk of meat in the middle there. That helps them hold on really good. And I'll tell you, once you get a big gang of spadefish on them, if you've got some bigger fish, they can pull these right off the clothes hanger. Now that is a really good teaser there. And I've got a lot of weight on there, but what I'm gonna do, just to make sure I keep this vertical right down under the boat, is, here we go, I'm gonna run a bank sinker on here, just like so. Let that slide down on that side. There we go. And I'm gonna run another one down this side, just like so. And then what I do is put the clothes hanger together. I'll get it up here on the cleaning board, cutting board here for you. And then clothes hangers have gotten terrible in recent years. So I'm gonna really lightly wrap these back together. I don't wanna break it. I'm gonna wrap it back really lightly because I'm gonna end up having to reload this thing at some point. Take that big snap swivel, just like that, run it across my double clothes hanger, and then reconnect it. There we go. Now she's ready. Now, show you the trick, the key to the game here. Getting started, we're gonna drop this overboard. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of let it sit right here at the side of the boat. Now I'm watching the bottom machine, and I'm gonna watch the bottom machine. We've got a really clear day. The water's clear. I can see all the way down. I can see at least 30, 40 foot here. And I'm gonna wait for those fish to get on it. I'm just gonna set it here, and now I'm gonna get to rigging up some bait.
Hey y'all, this is my favorite part of the show, the Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia Coastal Fishing Report. This segment's brought to you by me, Captain Patrick Garmison with Ugly Fishing. Down here in Southwest Alabama, you can reach me at 251-747-1554, either by call or text, or you can go to my website at any time, uglyfishing.com. You can check availability and even book on site. Here around the Alabama coast, we went from a really hot, dry period. Water temperatures were getting way up into the upper 80s and low 90s. Speckled trout bite could be found early in the morning and near tide changes, and that was about it. It seemed to really be triggered by the daylight and then the tide changes. We started seeing a lot of redfish activity also around the high tides on the flats near the river mouths. And then the red snapper bite's been a little bit hit and miss. Some days it's better than others. Downsizing your tackle a little bit sure is to put a few more bites on the end of your line. I talked to Kyle Johnson over Mississippi. He's with Coastal Outfitters, and he said that the speckled trout bite in Mississippi is some of the best fishing he's seen in the last, he said maybe 5 to 6 years or so. He said that the shallow flats, but not the really shallow ones. He said he really has been targeting a lot of his fish over the grass in say 4 to 6 to 4 to 8 feet of water. Live croakers is the ticket there. And I talked to Greg Hildreth over in Georgia. He said that the speckled trout in like 2.5 to 4.5 feet of water on slip corks is really being effective, catching a lot of numbers. Some nice keepers mixed in. He said the tarpon are showing up and about to be in full swing. He said also there's a few triple tail floating along the beaches. He said a lot of those are free swimmers. And then he said also the ground mullet or the whiting bite has been really good there as well, dead shrimp. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all keep what you need and leave the rest. God bless.
Look at that one on top. Oh my God, dude. Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, we can get them with the net. All right, I'm gonna drop it down and try to get that big numbers on them, because when you get the big numbers on it, I'll say one thing about it. When you get big numbers on it, when you get that 10 to 15 fish on it, they tend to get real competitive, okay? And the ones that don't wanna get in on the action like is going on right now, they will grab that spare piece that's out to the side just floating around, which is what ours is, and there we go, we got one. We're getting ready to have one right here. There we go, fish on, fish on. Oh yeah, he's kicking my butt already. All right, I've got to get this teaser out the water. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we'll get that teaser out the water. There we go. All right, wow, all right. Anybody that doesn't think a spadefish is a good fight needs only look at this lose right here. All right, he's going back down to the bottom. Now we're gonna be in for a fight. I'm telling you, when you get into the 5 and 6 pound class spadefish, you run into some of the best fierce fighting opponent that you can find in the water. And I'll tell you, in the summertime, in the Carolinas, all of your nearshore reefs, just like here that we're on, and we're out in about 47 foot of water. And look at these fish. Y'all, I wish you were here. I really do wish all y'all were here. I love stepping in for Andrew and hosting, but I really wish I could put y'all on the boat with me. This is unbelievable. And no offense to you freshwater fishermen, I'm just gonna say one thing. The tug's the drug. And feeling this lose, inshore setup, oh God, look at that. Wow, what a great time. What a great time. And Crazy Sister Marina, our good partners over there, they have a wonderful group of captains. Get you out here, get you on these fish too. CrazySisterMarina.com. All right, he's starting to do the death spin. Now, I'm just gonna say, it doesn't get much better than that. Look at these beautiful fish. Look at this thing. I'm gonna show you how pretty they are. He got that down in there pretty good, so I'm gonna have to get my pliers out to get him off. And honestly, a lot of people really believe the fact that they're great table fare, and they are. They're not bad at all. But the smaller fish don't have a lot of, look at there, look. And I caught one of the pieces that he had eaten off the jelly ball. But we're gonna not harm these fish today. We're gonna let him go. So there he is, let him go back. All right. Hey, we got a fish in the boat.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Visit Mississippi. Wanderers welcome. Powerful. Total boat control. Balls Out. Made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders. Rely on. Challenge your limits.
What does, he, there we go. There we go, all right. So I just put the teaser back in the water, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times if they're being real timid, or if they've scurried away and they haven't come back, don't be scared to honestly plop your jelly balls in the water. And here they come back right in front of us. It's crazy. And anybody that thinks a trolling motor scares them off, they're swimming right by the trolling motor on their way back to you. Trolling motor does not bother them. What does, he, there we go. There we go, all right, there we go. Here we go. This is the king. I am the worst at multitasking for anybody out there. And so for me to do this is tough. Uh-oh, all right. And then what you, oh boy, that's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, man, this is so much fun. So much fun. And you know, South Carolina, North Carolina, our nearshore reefs, and mainly southern North Carolina, these inshore, nearshore reefs, live bottoms, anywhere in 30 to even out to 80, 100 foot, you'll see them. But typically, you can find your larger schools that are accessible to catch. This is a fishery and a fishing style technique that honestly invites other boats to fish beside you. I'll tell you, we call it ping pong with Spadefish. You get a buddy to set up, 50 yards away from you. Both of you fish on the same side of the boat. Both of you set up with teasers, and you ping pong the schools back and forth. You pick out a couple on your side, get the teaser in. The school will swim right back to that boat and let them deal with them. And then you just pick back and forth. Now, I mentioned they are a great table fare. They really are. They don't have a lot of meat on them because they have such a large rib cage, but they are great table fare. All right, here we go. I caught this one looking at it. Get that hook out of there there we go. I didn't want to really mess him up too bad. There you go. Good old spadefish off the coast of South Carolina, and doesn't get any better than that. Hey y'all, I'm back again for your Carolinas Report. I'm Captain E, and we're brought to you by Crazy Sister Marina. Hey, my guys at Crazy Sister want to get you out on the water. They'll put you on fish, but you got so many other things to do over there. You want to come check it out or go online, visit crazysistermarina.com. Freshwater, let's talk about it. You know, this is the time of the year when that top water bite just gets extremely good on those lakes. And I don't care whether you're talking bass or stripers, but that striper action on Lake Murray is on fire in the afternoons and early morning. You know, the Zara Spook, Whopper Plopper, something like that. Drive around, put those electronics to work, find those fish. You find those big schools, they're gonna be coming to the top. And you heard that thunder in the background? That's the great thing about this time of the year. Make sure you pay attention to the weather. Be safe out there on the water. Watch that weather. Find your favorite app, get it on your phone, set those alerts. Don't get caught out there on the water with your pants down, no pun intended. Make sure you're safe on the water. Pay attention to that weather. We want everybody to get home safe. This has been your Carolinas Report. It's brought to you by Crazy Sister Marina. Remember, fish smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lose, Feel the Difference, Mamba Boats, Ride with Pride, Strike King, Taiwan On, Fishing Specialties, makers of the premier mount assembly for live sonar.
Boy, oh boy. Oh boy, big one, real big one, real big one, real big one. We've given them a little bit of a break here. See if we can't get them back on it. Watch. Made a big splash here. Look right there. Look right there. Gave them a break. And they are back. Oh, wow. Oh boy, big one, real big one, real big one, real big one, real big one. Yes, 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 yes. Real big one. Oh, wow. Wow. That was the one we were after. This one may take a minute. This one may take a minute. It's okay. Wow, wow, wow. Andrew, thank you for giving me the opportunity to sit in and host for you this week. I truly love it. I enjoy it. You know, I love bringing people and showing them exactly what we have to offer here in the Carolinas. I talk about it every week on the Carolinas Report, but it is that much more of a pleasure to bring you out in the boat, bring you out here to actually do it instead of tell you about it. So when I do talk about it, you now know exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about spade fishing, and you got no excuses for not going. Because I have walked you through everything other than filleting them, and I'm not gonna do that part. We don't do that on Let's Fish TV. We should call it Let's Catch TV. All right. Come on. Starting to give up a little bit on me. Starting to give up. Starting to give up. And the other ones are right there behind it. Yep. Again, another. That's a 4-pounder. That's not the real big one I thought it was. But, I mean, I wish you could feel this net. That is a very good one. Very, very respectable. Very good. South Carolina spade fish. You can expect to catch anywhere from, you know, this size, even a little smaller at times. Thank you for playing. That's what we tell them. Thank you for playing. Look at them, just beautiful. They are. There's a perfect picture of those spines. That's how those spines come out. That's how they protect themselves. We're gonna get one right here. What did I say? What did I say? We're gonna get one. Oh, he had it in his mouth. Big one, big one, big one, bigger one. Yep, there we go. There we go. Oh, wow. What a workout. What a great time. What a great show. Again, Andrew, thank you for the opportunity. Y'all go fishing. I love getting on here and hosting this show. I love sharing the Carolinas reports, but again, I can't tell you enough. Time on the water is priceless. Time on the water is priceless. Get out there and go try some of these things that all of our reporters share with you. Exactly what's happening, what's working. And you're gonna have a great time. You won't regret it. You know, this isn't the beast of the day that we wanted, but another absolutely respectable spadefish, South Carolina's finest. And again, you can go right off of North Carolina, right up to that Jim Cardle Reef, catch them, the Sherman, all of these near shore reefs, North Inlet, Pawleys, Murrell's Inlet, 3 Mile, all these reefs. You get out there and have a great time. It's been a wonderful pleasure having you out here on the water with me.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for new fishing videos every day. And download the free Waypoint TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury, Go Boldly, Lowrance, the ultimate fishing system, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Plan or book your fishing charter at orangebeach.com. Motor Guides Tour Pro with GPS anchor, powered by Passion. Glacier outdoors since 1982.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get right on over to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Pete would like to know, what is your favorite species of fish to fish for outside of a tournament? To get the answer, we checked with MLF angler Jared Lintner.
You know, growing up in California, living right there on the coast, I love saltwater fishing. I've actually, just a little fun fact, I've never caught one of them great big tuna, but I like to go out there and catch those big lingcod, big reds, big rockfish on my bass tackle. So I'm using big flipping sticks, 20-pound line, catching these big old rockfish. Pretty much out of a bass boat. So that's the other species. My goal is to catch a tuna though in the next couple of years.
Thank you so much, Jared. If you want some help from one of the pros, simply go to letsfishtv.com, follow that Ask the Pro link, and submit your question.
Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
So I'm gonna show you real quick how I get these jelly balls set up. And again, you know, you don't have to worry about getting stung, excuse me. Just make sure you don't have an open cut on your hand or it may burn a little. So all I do here is take a cut around the center and I'm gonna cut some strips out of it. And I'm gonna let the fish dictate how big a strip they want. So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna cut, you know, I would say these are what, 2-inch long strips, about a 1/2 inch wide. Cut those up and have me a bunch set up over here. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing you don't wanna do. You do not want to have your bait fall in the water. And I'll tell you why. Because your fish are gonna go chasing the bait instead of the one that's on your hook. So once I get these cut up, I'll set these down here in a cup holder or something and get them off this table so they're not gonna fall out the boat. And put this knife away so I don't cut myself. Get this all set up right here. Show you real quick what we've got here. Obviously, you know I love the Lew's Inshore Speed Stick. Got it all set up with 30-pound braid. And what I'm using here is a small jig. Anywhere 3/16, 1/8, something tiny, just with enough weight to keep my bait down close to that teaser when the spadefish get on it. And then I'm taking my strip of jelly ball and I'm going through the end of it, come out the other side, and it's sturdy, it's on there good. And I'll put that in the water. We'll let them chew on it. Folks, it has been my pleasure to sit in this week and share my waters with you. Work smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.